I've lit the Emperor candle a couple of times this year already, knowing that one of my big challenges is understanding my role as a ruler, not of the world, although I am trying to take it over, but of how I rule my life, how I define my role in my own life, being my own hero. And what type of person am I being? And 2011 is the year of the Emperor in tarot jargon.
Mm-hmm.
So, Storm, what would you use the Emperor candle for?
I would actually use the Emperor candle for more power-related issues. If I was in a situation in which I felt overpowered, if I was in a situation in which I needed to get in touch with my own power, he is a manifestor as well, but he's a manifestor of a different nature. He's more of a manifestor of things in an ideological and in an intuitive or inspirational level than she is. She's physical Earth. Which is why I'm shocked that people don't go towards the feminine energy really in regards to money spells, because they really, really should. He is about having that ability to control, having that ability to rule, and to begin the particular process of victory, which comes up a little bit later with the Chariot candle. But he is who you have to approach. You have to go and get permission from the king to be able to do what it is that you need to do. So basically, I will use the Emperor candles in things in which I need to dominate. One of the best things in regards to, I will give one of my little secrets right now, so write it down, okay, because I'm never going to give it again, so write it down. It'll probably be on YouTube, but write it down. Emperor candle, command and compel order, crown of glory, boom, done. Don't worry about it.
You get your way.
Yeah. Even high John as well, if it's really a situation in which you need to really sway somebody, or really, if you're trying to do a business deal, for example, and you really need to break the other individual down in some form of way to come around to your thinking, high John oil on top of that as well, amazing what it will do for you.
I love that. I love it. Now, I use, on the flip side of that Emperor candle, because I am in a position of authority all the time, I use that to bring me into balance. How do I, instead of doing all the work myself all the time, or being afraid of being in that position of authority, I use that to help me understand how to delegate with compassion, how to work with my employees. I absolutely use the Emperor in that way. And I do use it when I need to go in and take charge. As a woman, usually going into a man's world and having to dominate the room. And it's just really funny how I do that. And so I need to come in with that masculine energy, so I definitely use the Emperor for that. The other thing, as you were talking, that I started thinking about is using the Emperor for boss fix work. I would use it if I was in corporate America. I would pick up the Emperor and use it as my boss and tell my boss what I want, what I need. So I would use that as the person.
Or your husband, or your boyfriend.
Right.
Any type of your father, any form of masculine influence. I think you can use it from that capacity.
Or just somebody who's in charge, somebody who's in authority. And it could be a woman in authority too, but it's that authority figure, and using that energy to get your way with that authority figure, to help get their help or to get their assistance. Sometimes you need someone who's going to help you out or be on your side, and maybe using that Emperor candle to get that person on your side.
And you can also use, your relationship, one of your spells for getting somebody out of your life, Jackie, where you move the candles away from each other. In this situation with a boss fix candle, I would get a candle that would represent you probably from the Blessed Herbaline, one of the elemental candles that would represent you, and move that candle closer over to the Emperor candle to put him in your good graces or you in his good graces in many ways.
Right. So
Great idea.
Yeah. Well, this is why I love talking about these and saying, well, how else would I use them?
Because we're crazy.
I mean, even if you could do a progression with these three. With the three of Fool, Magician, Emperor. You could do an energetic progression for yourself to go from somebody who is a novice or an apprentice or someone who's not sure. You're breaking into a new field. I would like those three real quickly to for confidence, or being the new hire, even though you know what you're doing, anything like that. Or if you're in sales, the progression of the three, I love that.
By the way, I do have a warning with the Emperor candle. Be very, very careful with the Emperor candle and the Chariot candle, burning them together. And I'm going to tell you why, Jacki. It made me hanging off of the chandeliers, basically. It was so much particular energy, and I won't get into what it did to other people in the household, but I will say that Viagra was not necessary.
I bet it made everybody a little aggressive, not just sexually, but in general.
Because it was all of that masculine energy was just floating through, and it was just like, oh my God, hours of working out and other things that I won't discuss. It was just crazy. I mean, if you are starting an exercise regime, this candle with the Chariot candle, boom, insane.
I'm doing it. I'm totally doing that.